Hi everyone, you're watching my diving diaries. This is the Culture Cove. Today I'm just super content, honestly speaking. I feel the most content I've ever felt after diving. I feel very at ease with the ocean today. The waters are very calm, which is obviously very helpful, but as my dive master instructor was saying this morning, a calm ocean does not make for a strong diver. So we've had lots of different adventures over the last few months, but today I would say was one of those pinnacle moments in the dives. So today I dove 10 and 11 and we went back to Gorilla Chop. So the initial diving plan was actually to go to Maeda, the blue cave, to hear the whales, because I've always wanted to hear I've always wanted to swim with the whales. That's still a bucket list item for me, at least once in my lifetime, to have a real close-up encounter. But here on the island, I've had friends that have reported that they've heard the whales singing in the water. My diving instructor has heard it. He's experienced kind of swimming with the whales before, which sounds like a phenomenal adventure to pursue. But you can actually hear them even from a distance in the water during this season. Apparently it's quite common. You just have to know to listen out for it. So that was on my to-do list for March, was actually to catch the sound of the whales and to hear them in the ocean. And we have successfully managed to do that. We did not go to the Blue Cave because apparently it's closed a lot of the time, so that was surprising. But I'm so chuffed that not only did we get to go back to Gorilla Chop actually and do those waters again, because they're truly amazing, but that we actually got to hear the whales from an unexpected location as well. That really is the icing on the cake for me today. It was so vivid when we could hear them. We could hear them singing in a very high-pitched melodic song. It was incredible. It sounded like they were being played from a loudspeaker, only it was reality, and I'm still finding it very surreal to know that I've heard them for real. It sounded too good to be true, actually. That's how incredible it was. But we certainly did hear the humpback whales today singing, and each family sings a different song, and experts can sometimes identify families by the whale song as well. So they certainly sounded very upbeat, and it's incredible how sound actually carries through the ocean. So that was the first thing, and my instructor actually signaled for me to be silent for a moment, including just holding the breath for a few brief seconds, just so that the sound of the bubbles would stop and we could actually just have a few seconds silence just to hear the whales. And we could indeed hear them. So just incredible. So I actually got to include that with the dives this month, so I'm super content with that alone. But then some other incredible things happened. We dove under the pier, and on our way to this beautiful pier that's like so kind of shipwreckishly majestic kind of thing. It's really cool, all of the different marine life that grows on these structures. But on our way there, Richard had mentioned to me about the bullfrog that he really wanted to see, and he actually got to see that. When I woke up this morning, the bullfrog, by the way, is tiny. It's about 1 centimetre big, so I learned a lot about this creature, and the more that you observe it, it kind of snuggles itself under rocks and things like that, and we peeled the rocks out of the way to get some macro footage, so that was really fun. But when I woke up this morning, I actually said out loud, believe it or not, I'm going to see a seahorse today, and I was really hoping, and sometimes these things do manifest. And lo and behold, my instructor spotted a dragonette, which is a member of the seahorse family. It is the most delicate little creature. It was about 2 to 3 centimeters big, like really tiny. And eventually I could see what he was pointing at. I actually thought it was a baby seahorse, but it was a fully grown dragonette. They're very tiny. They're very difficult to spot. They are incredibly cute, so you can literally like tickle them with your finger, and they have tiny little antlers. So that was just another amazing experience to come across one of these. There was one up in Tsunabe during my diving week, which my instructor spotted shortly after our dive, and he got an incredible photo of that. But yeah, just to actually see and encounter one and to play with one in the water, very hands-on, was so cool today. That was incredible. We saw another lionfish today, which was really fun. Our first dive today was a really spectacular. Yeah, it was smooth. Everything was really good. The visibility was fantastic as well. So I'm keeping a dive log now to keep track of everything. So yeah, visibility today was about 12 to 15 meters. I had 5 kilograms of weights, which is working really well for me. It's helping to keep me nice and descendant in the water. The temperature of the water today is 19 degrees. It's pretty cold. So the first dive today was dive number 10 of my total dives. I went down to 12 meters. I was down there for about 42 minutes. I'm sorry, it's not a bullfish, it's a black frogfish. A black frogfish is what we saw today, a centimetre big. We also saw a flounder on the seabed, which is I only know it from meals, so it's like about this big, and it's camouflaged in the sand. So it was kind of rising up from the seabed and scuttling around, and that was really fun to witness. That was towards the end of our dive. We really did get some great footage today. So and then dive number 11, which was our second dive of the morning, was also at Gorilla Chop. This time we went over the reef. Visibility was a little bit trickier this time. It was about 8 to 10 meters, and same temperature, of course, similar time of day. For this one we went down to a depth of about 8 meters and we dove for 38 minutes. Our aim for this one was to see lots of Nemo and all the different colour varieties. So we saw the peach Nemo and the saddleback Nemo, and we saw a lionfish. So that was incredible. What else? We saw so much fish today, and I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to my instructor Richard, I'm grateful to the ocean, I'm grateful to myself for coming this far. Today I really felt that something in me clicked, and I've been waiting for this moment. Not only to feel comfortable in the water, but to truly feel like I didn't want to come out of the water. Once I got down there and settled into the water, especially on the second dive, I had a few mask issues, but once I'd cleared that for a couple of times, I think it happened maybe 3 times, but once I settled into the dive about 17 minutes in, I started to enjoy the dive so much that I didn't want to leave. I actually did not want to leave the ocean even after almost 40 minutes. And that feeling of, I really just want to continue really made me, like, it kind of gave me the sense that I could just stay in the water and continue and really, take this to the next level in the future. Yes, there's so much to say. There's really so much to say, but I'm deeply grateful. So thank you for watching. You're watching the Diving Diaries, and I'm looking forward to documenting more. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to mention. It's just come back to me. On my second dive today, I saw a box jellyfish, and that was a little bit scary because I know that they can be very dangerous. They can be fatal, so I backed away. I think I got it in my video footage today, but that's another thing. You never know what you're going to come across. They're all such beautiful sea life out there, and I feel very blessed. I feel very lucky to be able to see such a wide array of fish and sea life. Every single time I go down there, I see something different, and the stuff that you see again and again kind of becomes this beautiful kind of moving wallpaper almost, you know. I'm just grateful for all of it. Truly am grateful for all of it. I think regularity with diving is really important. I might be stating the obvious here, but I really think to stay in the flow of diving, I think it's really important to do it on a regular basis, because I truly feel like I'm clicking and connecting with the ocean, and it's so nice to have things to look forward to as well. So my instructor said to me today, you know, if these 2 dives go really, really well, which they have, we can take a boat next time to go to the Blue Cave. So there are different ways to enter the Blue Cave. But yeah, hearing the whales today was a really special moment for me, being in the same environment as them. It's only a matter of time before I swim with them. It's going to be such a treat, and I feel really, really quite certain actually that we will encounter them at some point in the water. Hearing them so close by was incredibly inspiring and very exciting, very, very exciting. So yeah, now this weekend I'm actually trying to get on board with another tour to get to see the whales and swim with them. There are some whale swimming tours still running, I believe, so it would be fantastic to get them this season. If not, it's going to be next year. But in earnest, if it's going to be next year, I'm going to go full